You moved here when you were 8.
Yeah.
You came to the United States when you were 8.
Yeah.
That's like a super impressionable age.
Yeah.
What was like the first thing that you latched onto? Was it music?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, like as a joke, I'm gonna say pizza was the
probably not a
first
joke.
thing. Like, I remember, man. I remember the most. Okay, this is like, please again, if you're watching in India, don't hate me for saying this, but I remember like being so bummed about leaving India because that's where all my friends were.
Sure.
You know.
It's what you knew.
Yeah, it's what I knew, and that's where like I knew where the ice cream store was. It was like a block this way and a block this way from our flat, you know, and I was just like, we're leaving friends and ice cream. Are you sure this is a good move? You know, like, are you sure this is the right thing to be doing? So I remember being really bummed about it, and then I remember landing here at JFK, and I remember my uncle was there to pick us up in his Honda Odyssey minivan. This is a while back, and we got in the van and we like drove. We stayed with some friends in New Jersey, and when I don't know if y'all know this or not, but when Indian people stay with Indian people, like parents, not like people my age, but like previous generation, when they go visit places, they go to other friends' houses and they stay at that house and they eat Indian food. So I went to one of my uncle's houses in New Jersey, and we ate Indian food. And so I was kind of like, this is weird because everybody looks different in the United States.
Sure.
AKA not everyone's Indian, you know, like that's like, so I was like, everyone looks different, number one. You know, there's a different smell in any country you go to. When you land, it's like, I was like, this doesn't smell like home.
Yeah.
And we were just in like airports, car, friend's house. So I didn't really experience anything in the US. And I remember the next day we woke up in New Jersey and my uncle was like, all right, we're driving to Richmond and on the way we'll stop and get food somewhere. No big deal. You know, and I was like, I miss India, I miss India, I miss India. India, India, India. And then we got pizza.
On the way down?
On the way down. And I was like, fuck India. You know, I was like, India doesn't have this. This has cheese and bread and sauce.
And a myriad of toppings.
Yeah, I was just like, yeah, you can do whatever you want here. Yeah, and I was like, this must be the land of opportunity, you know. But no, pizza was the first thing I latched onto. But the music really was like, you know, that's how I learned, because, you know, we all like knew a little bit of English, but we had to learn how to speak fluently. And music is a good way to learn like phrases, you know, that you hear contextually, like on the radio or whatever.
Right.
And you'll figure out what that means, and then you'll be able to apply it to life, and then you'll be able to dissect that phrase and be like, these two words must be that, and this, you know. Right. So music was good for that. You know, we have a musical family. My mom is a singer, you know. My uncle in India is a phenomenal tabla player. My cousins are great musicians. So we have a lot of music in the family, so it made sense listening to music and being, like, I could at least tell what was going on because, you know, you can emulate, like, a singer or whatever, you know. Like, my thing was Guns N' Roses.
Wow.
I mean,
you went for it.
if you grow up, like, listening to classical Indian music and Bollywood,
Yeah.
and then you land here and you hear Welcome to the Jungle, yeah, you're fucked. Like, you were fucked.
You're
dude.
either terrified or hooked.
No, it's done. You're done.
you're
There's
in.
nothing after that. There's nothing after that. You know, it's just like,
Damn.
yeah, I know where I am. I'm in the jungle. Like, it's gonna bring me down.